Hello, everybody. Cindy Greenway here, Editor-in-Chief at LawMarketing.com, and I'm here with Kimberly Rice for another episode of Wednesday Wisdom for Women Lawyers. If you don't know Kimberly, she's the principal of KLA Marketing and the founder of the Women in Law Rainmaker Forum, where she specializes in helping women attorneys build their practice. So, Kimberly, thanks for joining me here again today.
Pleasure, Cindy, as always.
Great, thank you. We have a question for you. I'm hoping you can answer here on our issue of Wednesday Wisdom. It says, I've been practicing law for just under 10 years. I just moved from a large firm to a smaller firm and focusing on my preferred target. This is my second career. Where do I even start with building my reputation? I've been presented with all kinds of opportunities, but I've turned them down because I'm afraid. Any words of wisdom?
You know, it's interesting, Cindy, we are seeing so much of this recently, and this is, I would say, in the last year or so, where people are going into the law as a second career. They've already established and built some level of success in something of a corporate nature or other industries beside the legal services. And so she's to be congratulated for her courage. She says she's afraid, but I would say congratulated on your current courage to have taken, you know, a choice, excuse me, to go a different path. The best ways to start embarking upon building a reputation in a different field is to demonstrate your area of expertise. If it is in, you know, any particular area, some of the most productive ways to develop a reputation is to not only demonstrate your expertise. That can be done in one-on-one or in lunch and learns or face-to-face forums of some kind, but also to produce or develop thought leader pieces. You know, you could take on a blog at your firm in your particular area of expertise. You could publish a whole library of e-alerts and then maybe at the end of a year compile it into some kind of e-book and offer that as a free download or for purchase. You can research what the highly impactful professional associations are in your industry. Perhaps you're even involved in the industry, but perhaps as a layperson, not as a, you know, as a lawyer. So you just shift and pivot what you're bringing to the game in a particular industry. If you're staying within the same industry, different type of job, and those things sometimes take time. You know, it's not just one article or one blog, but it is latching on to who your target audience is to make sure that you're getting in front of them. As you remember, there takes 7 to 10 touch points throughout a course of a year to develop top-of-mind awareness. So it may be that you make it known that you would like to be a speaker for different professional association conferences, meetings, bar association, if that's applicable to your area of practice. Oftentimes, you can accept speaking engagement at some of the more ominous organizations, or maybe even on site with your clients, to practice some of your, you know, what we call signature speech that you would talk about now that you have entered into the legal services field, but still embracing your substantive knowledge in a particular industry.
That's really good points, Kimberly. I know we have a couple of articles even that I'll add a link here at the end of the video that will support those that are looking for speaking opportunities and so on. So really great point there. What do you say about the fear piece? You know, so they're afraid. How can you sort of help them get past that?
This is so typical of high achievers, you know, typically type A personalities. You know, if you read any biography of people that you may hold up in high esteem or people of great, great, great achievement, I just read something actually today that came across my desk that the highest achievers have the highest degree of failure or the highest rate of failure, because it's only through failing, and of course I'm assuming someone is thinking that they're failing, which means they're not succeeding. You know, people have different definitions of failure. Oftentimes they don't want to, quote, try something because they fear failure, but I often ask them, what's the worst thing that could happen? You know, that you're embarrassed in front of an audience. You know, you're human. If you fail, you know, are you going to lose your job? Are you going to lose your house? I mean, what's really important? You know, putting it into perspective. Oftentimes, if it's our failure can be our greatest lesson. of what not to do, as long as you're paying attention. So for me, in the scope of building a reputation, building books of business for clients, there is no failure. I mean, if it doesn't work the way that you anticipated the first time, you regroup, you reflect, and then you try it again, using some other different type of tool or approach.
Right. You're always so full of wisdom, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I just want to encourage any other women attorneys that are out there that would like their question answered by Kimberly to send us your question, and we'll make sure it's included in a future episode. Kimberly, until then, thank you. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Cindy. Take care.